guys, welcome to episode 14 of Coffee with the Dead. I am your host, as always, 𝕬𝕬𝕤, and I am here with my friend tonight, Lauren.
Hi.
So we're going to be doing a little joint hosted little
Happy hour
happy
kind of
hour
chat.
Yeah, a little paranormal babble session. So because tonight is such a unique episode, the phone lines are open. You can call in if you have any comments or any questions. It is 443-267-8217. And yeah, so have you guys been over to the Teespring store yet? Because if not, you should go. I have 3 new face mask designs and a whole bunch of new t-shirts. So be sure to check those out. We also have zip-up hoodies now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, instead of the pullover ones.
Nice. I like a good zip up.
It's better than the
Yeah,
pullover,
you have to
right?
pull everything over, get
And
your
then
hair
you-
messed up.
Then you just look like a big old pumpkin.
Yeah.
It's gross.
So I like a nice zip up.
Zip-up. Yeah. Much better.
Yeah.
So we're going to have that. So it's going to be Mugman's face. So when you zip up in the middle, you just like rip open Mugman.
Cute.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I have to get mine.
definitely. You got to show off your pet hoodie, though.
Oh,
when
yeah.
you order those.
Definitely.
Because they go up to 4X, so I'm pretty sure, so.
Good. Because my dogs are like plus size, so I want to make sure I get the right size.
Yeah. Yep. So David Christopher blonde hair. Actually, it's like white, but I guess that's almost the same color. I still have some purple going on over here, like in the back and on the sides. There's like some bleed over happening, but yeah, it's mostly just white.
You're throwing off like a Storm vibe from X-Men a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. I'm in character. I'm wearing my early Halloween costume tonight.
Pre-Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah. So, some really cool things have been going on. So I was just telling Lauren about our adventures with Werewolf, and we're starting to work with them now under Spirits Wake. So Spirits Wake does all the paranormal investigating, and then Coffee with the Dead is all this fun stuff that you see every Sunday. So I was telling Lauren about some of the cool stuff that we saw with Werewolf. So they are actually their own dog team. So there's a man, his name is Bill, and he has 4. What did I say? What kind of? Did I say huskies?
I think Huskies. Yeah.
4 huskies, and he runs them on trails and parks and stuff. And now he's finding abandoned locations and stuff. So he got a hold of me, and we started doing some of the supposed haunted locations. So we went up to really far north in Pennsylvania. I don't even know where we were. East Bumble. But there was like no reception wherever we went, up in the mountains. And we went into an abandoned rail tunnel. So that was really fun for me, and got a little bit of activity. Going back, I still have to listen to the audio recording from that. But for me, I was like in my element, and that was just awesome working with those guys and everything. But like, Lauren, how would you feel about like doing an outdoor investigation where you basically have to hike 2,200 feet up a mountain into a cave
in the dark?
In the dark, yeah.
No lights or anything like that.
We had a ton of lights. It was like
Okay.
light overkill.
I'd be a little uneasy about that. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, could I take one of the dogs with me that he had?
I mean, his dogs were asleep in the trailer, but I'm sure you could have brought your dog.
Oh God, that would have been.
Can you imagine
Dogs
Artie?
be like ADD all over the place.
No, Artie'd be like, what's that? There's a night
Riley
squirrel.
be,
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be so,
I don't know. It'd be cool though, I would think, but I don't know. I think I'd be more scared about the darkness of the environment more so than the paranormal.
Yeah.
Because people are crazy. So I don't know who's hiding in the woods or...
You never know. I mean, we were way up there in the mountains, but like, that's like perfect hiding ground for like a homeless person or a serial killer or, whatever. Because, I mean, no one's going to come and kick you out. No one's going to ever
right.
find you.
Yeah, park rangers are sleeping, so it's not like anyone's, But you said you were with a big group of people.
Yeah, we
lights,
had
and
like
all
6
that
of
stuff
us
too.
together. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we all had lights and knives and
Yeah.
so yeah.
All right.
I mean, so you would try.
Yeah.
You would go once.
I would try it.
You would go once and see how it went. Yeah. So, David is asking, is Lauren an investigator? So,
No, I'm not an investigator, not by any means. But when I was growing up, I did live next door to a cemetery, so I saw all kinds of crazy paranormal type of things happening. So,
tell us some stories.
oh my God! So, this one in particular was really crazy, and actually, one of my really good friends, Ryan, witnessed it also, and he's a huge skeptic, so I know this is
good.
real.
Yeah.
So we were just hanging out in my living room. My mom was sleeping in her bedroom, and Ryan was about to leave. We were looking down my hallway, which looks all the way in the back of the house.
Mm-hmm.
And as God's my witness, like right hand to God, I saw this silhouette of this guy like leave my mom's room and go towards like the back of the house, like towards the other part
And was
of the
he
hallway.
like solid, or was he kind of like see-through?
He was kind of see-through.
Okay, but did he have like facial features and
I
stuff?
couldn't make that kind of stuff out, but I could tell he was like a tall, like really kind of brooding
You
kind
could
of.
tell it was a man.
Yeah, 100%. What was even weirder though is that all the way at the end of the hallway, there's a mirror, and I couldn't see a reflection of the guy. I still get goosebumps when I like talk about
Oh
this.
my goodness.
My friend Ryan saw it and he's like, yeah, I gotta go.
That's such an interesting like validation to have seen like basically a specter like that. It's not quite a full body apparition because it was just all white and it didn't look very it didn't like full body apparitions are gonna look like me or you,
Right.
but
This was
just very just like ether human formation of the ether.
Oh yeah.
But the fact that there was no reflection,
that's the part that always like freaks me out.
it's like, so it opens up that question of like interdimensional beings, almost like if they can't interact with objects on our plane but we're seeing them, so there's some kind of like slip there,
Yeah.
right?
But what's even crazier is the next morning, okay, as soon as my mother woke up, I was like, Ma, I gotta tell you what I saw. She's like, no, don't even tell me, because while I was sleeping, the curtains like whooshed open, okay? The window wasn't open. She was like, and I saw something actually just, glide across the room also. So I was like, I'm moving. I'm getting out of this house. But that was like the biggest one that I've ever seen.
So did you guys actually end up moving, or did you move? Were you ready to move out by that point?
Yeah, by that time I was pretty much ready to move, but probably a couple months later my parents downsized anyway, so we ended up moving. But still, I was like, ugh.
That's intense.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting with the mirror. That is like a great little tidbit that you don't hear in stories. People just talk about their experiences and their feelings and things, but they don't talk about like noticing the little details that really help with like people like me who try to piece it all together and figure out like, well, what is really a ghost and everything.
That's why if you notice in my house now, I really won't have like that many mirrors out.
Yeah.
Like I have that big one in the guest room, but then other than that,
no mirrors.
Not really.
Yeah, after that one experience, you're just like,
nope,
that's good.
I'm
Besides like your vanity, right?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. So AJ Ball in chat is saying, talking about Lauren here, saying she's my co-pilot. Because my dad's an airplane pilot, and he took Lauren up for a flight and let her kind of do a little bit of navigation.
Okay. Honestly, hands down, one of the best flights I've ever been on. Nice and smooth, even though I didn't want to look over the side.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, the height is a bit of a shock when you realize that you're actually above the clouds at some points. It's a little trippy.
Yeah, but what was good was I wasn't able to see over the dashboard because I was like, oh, that would have like probably. I'm sorry, I probably would have vomited in the plane from the heights.
Yeah.
But no, overall though, that was fun. We gotta do it again.
Definitely, yeah. And bring the dogs up to the hangar and we can all just like...
I thought you were gonna say bring the dogs in the plane. I'm like, are you crazy?
Oh my goodness, I think they'd be over the weight limit, the two of them together. Yeah, and then my dad is saying that the camera needs to be pulled out a bit so we can both be in the frame. I know there's like half of my face not showing, but we're doing what we can. We only decided that we were going to do the show together like
5 minutes ago.
Yeah, like 5 minutes before we aired. So I mean, we're working with what we can pull together in 5 minutes.
You did a good job though.
I mean, I think we're relatively in frame. I think I scooted in a little more since then too. So at any rate, you can at least hear me. Maybe I'm a specter. Speaking of, you guys, if you haven't been on the Patreon site yet, go ahead and check that out. You can start out just on the $5 tier and you get access to EVPs from investigations that I'm going to be posting that won't be posted anywhere else. And also you get access to special investigator journal entries that I'll be putting up once more people join. I want to go ahead and thank my Patreons right now, though. We have Lisa Rambo and Haven Van Houston in the shadow tier right now. So thank you guys so much for your monthly support. And then we can also go all the way up to, speaking of, the Spectre level.
Ooh.
And then you get to create your own episode with me. So
that's fun.
So you get to make the decisions just for a few minutes, and then I'll take over again because it's my show. But now.
Also, did you tell everybody about your other side hustle?
Not yet.
Okay.
But go ahead and
sure?
hold that up because I was going to talk about that.
Okay, I don't want to spoil your thunder.
Do it.
All right.
Do it.
Guys, she's doing Color Street nails. I don't even know if you know what that is, but... Oh, no, you don't have any other nails.
They're on my feet. They're on my feet. You can see.
Super easy to apply. Color lasts basically forever. So do it. Buy it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. You get 2 strips of 8 nails in there. And that's enough to do 20 fingers. So 2 full sets of nails and then a full pedi. All out of just one pack. So it's a good deal.
All kinds of colors too. So
yeah.
Hit her up. Buy some.
Yep, and right now it's buy 3, get 1, plus you get a free tarot reading from me. Duh.
Worth it.
Yeah. Yep. So, just message me if you're interested, and what I have to do is add you to the Color Street group so that you can get the updates and the sales and blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
Yep. So, hi, Lion. You say it's you again. Yeah, that's good. You keep coming back every week. Let's see who else we got in here. Oh, Lady Lissa's in. Hey, Melissa. She's laughing because she just got her nails. She ordered Bloody Gorgeous, and she just posted her mani that she did.
Oh, yeah, you did a good job with that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I was showing Lauren your picture, Melissa, because I was trying to get ideas.
Yeah,
trying to get some ideas. So I was just like, yeah, look at this color, and yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. So, have you had any other experiences besides like seeing that guy?
Nothing like too out of the ordinary. Like, you always feel like someone else is in the room with you, or...
Well, do you still have those dreams with, who's her name? What's her name? Who used to visit you in your dream? She came like once on her anniversary of her death. From our office.
Hilda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still get goosebumps whenever I talk about her.
Yeah, she was one of our coworkers who unfortunately passed away in a car accident. Yeah. But you guys were close.
Yeah, she was my bud. So, yeah, but every so often, sometimes I'll get like, I don't know, like a memory will pop up.
The feet thing was the weirdest.
Oh my god, yeah, that was like the craziest. That was probably like 2 or 3 years, like the anniversary of her passing.
But it's on the day.
Yeah, it was on the day where I was having a nightmare, basically, and it was with like a white Malibu with what she had.
Which is what she was driving, right? Yeah.
And then Chris always used to like.
Chris is her fiance.
Yes.
Yay! Finally.
Yeah. But yeah, Chris always used to be like, "Oh, Hilda, you like my legs? You like my legs?" You know, like tease her.
It was like their inside, like the
their inside joke or whatever.
Yeah.
And what do you call it? As soon as I popped up from like my nightmare, because I was like, "Oh my god, like this is too freaky."
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Chris jumped out of bed like he was, I don't know.
And just so you guys know, like Chris is just like, oh, what do you mean you do paranormal, like what, like
whatever,
so
that doesn't exist.
You can talk to like the dead, like just anybody can do it. Can I do it? Can you teach me? Like
You sure that's real, Mary?
Yeah, like so he's that kind, but yet here he is jumping out of bed. So.
Yeah, and he said that something touched his feet and was like, "Oh, pretty feet, pretty legs, pretty feet."
Did
like
he
that.
hear it?
Yeah.
Like, was he like in a dream, or when he was awake he heard it?
He honestly, he doesn't know. Like, he doesn't know
like
if he's in that dream reality kind of in between state. Chris is probably watching like, you know what? That's not even funny, you guys.
You're gonna get a text and he's gonna be like, "No, get off, you too."
I know. I'm waiting
leave
for
you.
one to
Leave
pop
you
up.
alone for she. Let's see. So we got S Bones. Hey, how's it going? I haven't seen you before, so welcome to the show. And let's see. Everyone's laughing at our impression of Chris. Yeah. Oh, haunted nails, David Christopher says. Yeah. That's actually, like, no joke, one of the, I don't want to say gimmick, because I'm actually serious about making your nails pretty. But it's one of the catchphrases that I'm using. Because on September 20th, the Halloween nail art designs drop.
Ooh.
So I am kind of like, oh, haunted nails, and
Perfect
then
tie-in.
Yeah, and like I'm trying to like recruit people to like be on my team, so I can actually make that money off of it, and that's what I say. Who wants to help me? What spooky people want to get together and help me sell some haunted nails. That's kind of like my tagline to to source, but yeah, not actually. Can you imagine if fingernails could actually be haunted though?
Okay, so if they were haunted, what would they do?
So if you go to the salon and you get acrylics put on.
Okay.
All right, but say like those acrylics were made by like some really vengeful, like a witch or something, right? In the factory who just had like a vendetta against like nail salons. So she purposefully got a job at the factory and would curse every bag that she made. So it was completely randomized.
Okay.
And then when you got your nails done, like the nail tip would like everything that the nail touched would like it would like every part of your finger it would start to like necrotize your finger.
That's
right?
crazy.
Like some like really heavy like poltergeist stuff. Is that
Oh, that's hi Shirley.
Chris wants you to talk about his babcia.
Oh, babcia. Yeah, that was a crazy experience. Really quick. So one other experience that I had was actually at Chris's house, back in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
At the apartment or at his parents' house?
No, at his parents' house.
Okay.
So I never met his grandmother before or anything like that. And, I just heard about it in passing. I didn't really know her story or anything. So I remember there was a power outage. So we went to go check on his mom to make sure she was okay.
Yeah.
We were sitting in the kitchen and like his mom was sitting over here. I was sitting over here. And there's like a doorway that leads into like the family room. Pitch black. Mom just had a flashlight. So we're all just talking. And God's my witness. I see like this little like lady just like walk past the doorway, in the dining room and just kind of like stop in the middle. And I felt like she was like checking like me out, like, who's this? Or, what's this? Whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like trying to keep a conversation. I'm like, everything's fine. Everything's good.
Trying not to alert everyone that like you're saying this.
Yeah. So
now, was that more like a full body apparition? Like she was more like person looking?
again, like, I couldn't really make out, like, too many features, but I could definitely tell, like, this was, like, an older lady.
Okay.
Because, like, she kind of reminded me of, like, my grandmother, like, in the way that she looked, you know, like, in the shape and everything. So I'm like, you know, when Chris and I, we left his mom's house and we're heading back to Maryland, I was like, by any chance, it's like, did you ever see anything crazy in your house or, you know, whatever, blah, blah. And I was like, Chris was like, not really, why? And I was like, just don't think I'm crazy or anything, but, and I, you know, relayed everything that I saw, and he's like, well, you know, my grandmother did pass away in my house when I was younger, and I'm like, oh, I was like, I think that's who I saw, and, like, I described, like, you know, everything I saw, and he's like, yeah, that was probably her. She, you know, if anything, she just passes by sometimes.
But he could handle that, though. He wasn't like...
Yeah, he wasn't like, what,
He wasn't
you're
like,
crazy.
wait, what you talking about? You see dead people?
No. No, it was actually really cool about it. Like, yeah, okay, that's like a normal thing. No worries. So I'm like...
It's like a normal thing as in people to see
things,
or for
that I think
people
she
to
was
see
there.
her.
Yeah.
So he must have had experiences, but it was so normal to him that it didn't just come to his mind when you asked.
Right, yeah.
Because he's like, nah, she's
It's
around.
Like, yeah,
she's always
she,
around.
You know, she watches over us, you know, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, that's sweet.
So, yeah.
That's sweet. So, that's interesting, too, because it's like, when you see stuff like that, like, you pretty much, were you looking straight at her? Or was this, like, out of the corner of your eye?
Oh, no, like, when I saw something kind of, like, walk by and then, like, stop in the middle, I straight on, like, looked at her.
And she stayed, though. She didn't
and
just
she
disappear.
looked me, like, right in the... Oh, I still get goosebumps. She looked me, like, right in the eye.
Oh, that is so strange. Because a lot of the times it's like you see these, like, shadows or glimpses of figures out of the corner of your eye. And it's almost like when you are seeing them in the moment, you really have no idea what you're looking at. But you almost, like, see them after the fact. Like... But it all happens so quickly that it seems like that you actually saw them at once. But really, your brain only processes like a visual image, like after the experience.
Oh yeah.
You know. So, but like in your case, you were looking at her like right on.
And I think she was just kind of like, just checking me out. Like, okay, yeah, she's good.
Are you good enough for my boy? Are you good enough for my grandson?
So yeah, it is really cool though. It was.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's your experiences have been so much more like, not accurate, but they have been so much more vivid, and intense experiences than what you hear most people talk about.
Yeah.
So, have you ever thought if like you have some sort of like psychic, like any kind of like gift, or do you?
I don't know.
Do you feel like weird things happen to you like more
all
often
the time.
than?
All
I
the
mean,
time.
like not okay, not okay, not like the guy at the gas station weird, but like, but I mean like things that you could relate to being possibly paranormal, like happen to you more than often than
maybe.
No.
And that's why I'm afraid, like, I don't know, to go on some of these investigations because I'm afraid. I think I have the tendency where things tend to stick to me.
So yeah, so that's S. Bone says Lauren is intuitive.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. And let's see, Lauren's goosebumps are her paranormal ghost detector. Well, if that's the case, then there have been two a paranormal phenomena detected tonight because she got the chills twice during her story.
That's true.
But no, like, things sticking to you and whatnot, that's a lot of people's concerns, especially, like, if I'm just like, oh, hey, I'm going out doing this investigation and we got an extra spot and you want to come, and people are like, oh, I don't know, like, things are going to follow me home or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a possibility if it's not something that you do regularly to where you are really aware of the signs of when, like, things are starting to stick, when it's happening. Bone says save yourself. So I guess she's rather suggesting, like, just don't go, just don't even worry about it, definitely protect yourself.
Oh, sage.
Oh, sage. Oh, yeah. So
that's true, too, yeah.
Yeah, you definitely, that's where I was headed, actually, S-Bones, was down the road of what you can do to protect yourself if you're going, especially, like, when you're first starting to go on investigations, if it's something you want to pursue.
Mm-hmm.
There is, like, a whole, probably, like, 2 episodes worth of stuff that I could talk about there, but,
okay.
you know, you want to, sage yourself. You do a salt bath. There's a basically like a psychic repellent, basically, that you can create so that you do a psychic protection essentially, and it just helps keep you grounded when you're there. And it heightens your senses so that you can kind of like tell if there are little clingers, and
okay.
And it also,
I hate little clingers.
Yeah, we don't want them. They kind of tickle. It's not good. No. And there's just some things you can do beforehand to protect yourself, and then afterwards, of course, to wash all that off before you would go into your house.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to bring that in.
Yeah, because I mean, you can get it off you, but once it's off you, it goes out into the environment that you're in. So, yeah, you know, you got to kind of like think about all that as you're doing these things, you know.
Don't you wish you could have the thing from Ghostbusters? You know, like
the
little
trap,
vacuum thingy?
Yeah, right?
That way when you're done with the investigation, be like...
You could just spray them out into like a little interrogation room and be like, hey, look, no harm. Yeah. But like, we knew you were here, and I just want to like have a cup of coffee and like talk to you for a minute. I mean, you mind? Tyler is saying hi to you.
Oh, hi, Tyler.
𝕬𝕦𝕡𝕡𝕠𝕜 is his name. And then David is saying, little clingers sound like paranormal bed bugs. Yeah, I was definitely going down like the insect route there with clingers. Yeah. Like that kind of feeling. Like, it's almost like when there's a lot of static buildup in the air during a thunderstorm, like right before a lightning strike, and your hair stands on end, but you get tinglies. Okay. Kind of like, it almost feels like there's something under your skin trying to come out. Like that kind of like tingle feel. So, like, that's actually, like, that's actually, like, a real term, to use. I've never called them clingers before. I usually just call it, like, tingles or, you know, something. But it's, like, the bottom vibration energies that you're going to encounter without even trying.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
That's kind of, like, one of the physical senses that if you experience that sensation, you might want to go jump in a salt bath.
Gotcha.
And break out that sage.
Just lighting it up, you know.
Yeah. just
get the Morton salt, everything.
Just vape it. Just vaping sage. Oh my god, yeah. So AJ Ball is saying, just like COVID. With the clingers, yeah. So basically, you can make a psychic mask and you just wear it. Now, you can't force the spirits to also wear a psychic mask, unfortunately. So this is only 50% protection in the realm of masks. Mm-hmm. But some protection is better than none.
Nothing, yeah.
Right?
So, can you explain the salt bath a little more?
Oh, sure. I just have one comment before we get into that. Lionfire is saying, I made a plush of you. So... elaborate, like, am I me or Lauren? And is one of us now a doll? Stuffed animal or a plushy stuffed doll?
Yep, you.
Me.
Oh.
That's like a little plushy doll? Like, how big? Because, I mean, I'm kind of really fascinated and wondering why I haven't seen a picture of this yet. And, like...
Pixar doesn't exist. Come on.
Like, I could have shared it, on, you know, tonight and then shown it off. Like, you know, I'm cool with that. Yeah, so send me a picture. And Annie Stuffy. Okay, now when you word it like that... This is the wrong show. We're gonna stop talking. So,
next topic.
Salt baths.
It's like at work. We're gonna table that for right now, and you know we will get back to that.
Yes, I'm just gonna jot that down. Yeah, so we'll reconvene. Oh, David, okay, thank you for clarifying. He said it was innocent.
Okay.
Okay. But I do want to see that plushie though, Lion Fire. That's Chris. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
We were just talking about you, and we were like, I'm Chris, and like, what? You talking about dead? Like, what? You can just see dead stuff? Like, what? What? I don't believe you. What? What? I got like a car. What? Can my car have a ghost?
Can it go like my SDI? He's probably sitting there. Those mofos.
He's probably like, those nuggets.
Yeah.
Wait till they come over. Cars. Okay, sorry guys. I'm not sorry. This is hilarious, and that's exactly how he sounds. So, salt baths. Yeah, so they can be used for a variety of different reasons, and most commonly they're used for cleansing and grounding. Epsom salt, I find, is very absorbent.
Okay.
It's known for pulling out the excess, what's the acid in your muscles that causes inflammation?
Lactic acid?
Lactic acid.
Okay.
Is one of its uses to soak in a Epsom salt bath. It's known for being able to pull out those lactic acids, which is reduces inflammation, which then helps reduce pain.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a medicinal use for a salt bath as well.
Okay.
But because of its known ability to pull out the lactic acid, in mysticism and in this kind of paranormal sense, it's thought to be used for like a post-investigation. So, or after you've encountered some kind of psychic experience of any type. If it's seeing Chris's grandma.
Okay.
Or just going out on an investigation, being in that kind of an environment.
Mm-hmm.
Come home and you soak in an Epsom salt bath, and it's thought to pull off all the negative energy.
Oh,
so you would soak in it, and then for however long you want, you just kind of go with your gut,
mm-hmm.
and you'll be like, okay, yeah, I'm done, or whenever you're done, you get up and you drain all the water out, and then shower it off of you also, because the salt water's still on you,
right?
So it's still contaminated,
Yeah.
As they say nowadays, the toxins.
Get those toxins off.
Get the toxins off. So yeah, then you would just wash with like clean water.
Okay.
Some people, even if it's raining outside, some people just go outside and let the rain wash them off.
Naked?
I mean, that's up to you. It would probably be better since you're going to be in the bathtub naked if you went outside naked. But I mean, that's a whole other like.
You have neighbors and stuff,
That's a thing more for the wood folk.
Yes. If you're living off the grid, then you can go outside.
Then by all means.
Yeah.
Yes. But some people believe that that's the only way if you use a pure source of water.
Okay.
But when you think about it, rainwater is not pure, because as it falls to the environment, it becomes literally
mixed
like
with
acid
everything.
rain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
hug a tree.
Hug a tree to ground you. That's also very, very true. Yeah, because the thought is to ground yourself, whatever object you come in contact with,
mm-hmm.
the energy that is clung to you is immediately dispersed into that object.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So some people have special items that are used for grounding that just contain all of their energy.
Mm-hmm.
Some people use throwaway items. So they'll ground themselves to an item that they'll then bury or just toss.
Right, because you don't want to keep that negative energy or whatever there.
And you don't want someone else to find it and then have that energy on them.
Right.
You don't want to pass it on. So then they want it to be something that can be destroyed.
Okay.
And then you can also do the salt baths, or you can do the salt bath in place of whatever you feel you need to do.
Okay.
But then another use for salt baths is before getting into anything is like for a protection sense. People use things from regular sea salt to the pink Himalayan salt.
Not Morton's salt though, right?
Actually, in a pinch, but probably not.
Okay.
I would definitely suggest getting the larger crystal.
Gotcha.
Just because it's meant to, you can scoop it up and use it to exfoliate a bit.
Okay.
And it's meant to kind of, basically, the trick with that is that it puts you in a better, happier mind state, and it gets you focused.
Okay.
Because you have to do this act of actually, like, bathing with the salt and putting it together, and as you're putting it all together, you should go through the motions of what you expect the night to be.
Okay.
And only project, positive experiences.
Gotcha. Oh, so, like, set your intention.
Set your intentions, yep. And the
Okay.
salt is just meant to, it's earth, it's meant to kind of ground you again.
Okay.
In a different sense.
That's a good idea.
So, Christopher changes locks to the house.
That nugget.
No, we'll be seeing you soon, sir.
Mm-hmm.
You just wait. Let's see. David Christopher says, I could watch an entire show of just that impression.
Sorry, Chris.
Let's see. And then, yes, hug a tree. And then David says, does swimming in the ocean help since it's salt water? So, yeah, but yeah, in a sense it does. Because, like, the tides come in and out, so it's not like you're contaminating the water that everyone else is going to be in. Like,
Okay.
nature kind of filters.
Oh, okay, yeah, recycles it, kind of.
Recycles it, and,
Okay.
with the plants that are in the ocean, and it just kind of cleanses the water on its own, and, like, it's a constantly moving body of water, so it's not stagnant energy like a bath water would be.
Gotcha.
Or, like, in an object.
Mm-hmm.
It's, yeah.
Flowing, yeah.
Yeah. Chris says more so in the Dead Sea. Yeah, seriously though, because you just, like, straight float.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't help you though, except maybe, like, to meditate and concentrate and clear your mind.
Mm-hmm.
But you really want to, like, actually have your body, like, submerged. Wet and, like, covered, Yeah, David Christopher says, yeah, super salty. Yeah, no, Morton salt is not natural. So in a pinch, it would do just to meditate and clear your mind.
Right.
If having the salt helps as, like, a trigger, almost like a trigger for relaxation.
Okay.
If like you're just like, oh, there's salt, so poof, it's gonna help you get in the right mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you're just in plain water, you'll be like, your mind might not go to the same place.
Yeah.
But yeah, the natural salt is
best way to go.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man-made sodium chloride. Yeah, bad stuff. Lion says, was I supposed to be dramatic? I spelled that wrong. Yeah. Ocean has a lot of energy. Yep. Lion, you could be dramatic if you want. I mean,
it's America.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, if you need to let it out, let it out.
Exactly. This is a safe space.
Yeah, safe space. We're here for you. Just
Yep.
let it out.
I never just met you, but just let it out.
Yeah, just give us a call and let it out. Do what you gotta do, man. And I'm sad that you were just joking about that doll. You got me excited to see what you had made there.
I know. I want to see it too.
Right?
Yeah.
A little Paran doll. I mean, that would
Probably be
sell.
cute.
Yeah. Can you imagine? I mean, little me, a mini me. Well, drama and saltiness do go together. Well,
That's
I mean,
100%.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong about that.
Yeah. We know plenty of salty and dramatic people.
I mean, if you just look at where Maryland's located on the map, we're like around the most dramatic states.
Oh my god. Jersey's not dramatic.
Oh, come on. Have you ever seen, like, Jersey Shore?
First of all, okay, we're not even going to get into that because, like, 99% of them aren't even from Jersey, so.
And it's scripted and blah, blah,
Exactly.
blah, 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 yeah.
Come on.
But y'all got a bad reputation.
I know, we do.
Yeah.
Bad attitudes.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Y'all don't believe in no ghosts. You believe in the salt.
That's right. More insult.
You're more than salt. Y'all is just a man-made chemical.
Exactly.
You ain't even the real deal.
Whatever, Maryland, their crabs and Old Bay.
Look.
Surprised you guys don't douse yourself in that before you go out.
That would smell delicious. Paprika and sea salt. Some black pepper.
Spirits will be like, okay.
I'd be like, let me nibble on you. Then you get some clingers.
That's true.
Some nibblers.
Yeah. Change her name to Nibblers.
Let's see. Let's see. I need to see. Lion Fire saying I need to leave tomorrow morning. I will send it so it's a surprise.
Oh.
Hey, I like surprises. That's okay.
That's nice.
That's okay. But if you figure out where to send it to, I'm gonna have some questions as to how you managed to do that because that's not public information. So I guess I'll be extra surprised.
911.
And have some questions. Let's see. So, David says, Jersey isn't dramatic. Tony Soprano is offended. Well, Tony Soprano, isn't he like Italian? Like, is he Jersey?
Yeah.
What is he? I don't
Tony
know.
Soprano
From The Sopranos, right?
From Union, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Newark, I think.
Newark, yeah. Newark is Newark in Jersey?
Yes.
There's two Newarks.
Newark is Delaware. Newark is New Jersey. Totally different ends of the spectrum there.
Okay, then. So
yeah,
he might be the exception. Okay, he might be the one person from Jersey who actually represents the state's reputation.
Well, Danny DeVito's from Jersey. Meryl Streep's from Jersey. Whitney Houston is from Jersey. I mean, the list can go on and on.
Look, you guys just want to talk a big game because you're a little state.
Just saying.
But
just saying.
Okay. Let's see. Chris says, do the Italian grandmother talk to show true Italians?
So what he's talking about is my grandmother. She, God bless her, is 94 years old.
Oh.
And she loves Chris, okay? Loves him. Every time she sees him, she's like, look at this face. Shave your face. You have such a pretty face. And let me tell you, if I was maybe like a 50 years younger or so, it'd be a bad news for you, Chris.
So much spunk for 94.
She's so funny.
That's amazing.
When she gets mad at people, she's like, shut up your face.
Shut up your face. It's adorable. And let me guess, she's like 4'8".
Okay, you know how short I am.
Right. So
she comes up to my, chin.
Aww.
Yeah.
So, Lauren, you're like 5 foot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she must be like 4'6".
Probably, yeah.
Aww,
I'm like, this is going to be my future.
I want to scrunch out her face.
I want to scrunch your face.
Grandma, come here. Let's see. So we got a surprise being sent to me tomorrow. Let's see. David is saying _Nibblers, new Facebook name. I mean, _Nibblers sounds like a new piece of merch to put in the Teespring store, and I'm thinking, you remember those little, wind-up shark bath toys?
Oh my god, yeah.
Just like the little chompers, and it was just the shark head?
Yeah. Or Nibblers, little snacks of, the coffee.
It could be food. Oh, Mugman could be crackers. Yeah. Cookies,
crackers, whatever, yeah.
Yeah, oh.
Get your _Nibblers, bring it to snacks.
Snacks for investigations. They're easy to throw in your book bag. They don't expire. Oh.
Yep, done.
Yep, I think you're onto something there, David. Coffee talk.
Coffee talk.
Yeah. I must be vibing and then I die. You're gonna die, Lion? Say that again. I must be vibing and then I die. I mean, I don't want you to die or anything, but elaborate. And then, let's see, Espen says Daisy.
Oh, that's what we call the older people in my family, the Daisies.
Because
it's my Aunt Catherine, who's 92, my Aunt Kay, who's 80-something or so. Mm-hmm. So we call them the Daisies. Yeah, they're really cute.
Yeah.
They were doing Jello shots at my housewarming party.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're so funny.
That's perfect. Lion, you don't have to leave yet. There's still some minutes left on the show. Let's see. He says, little ghosty crackers. Yes. And then Chris says, the open line of K-Cup para coffee pods to go with the Nibblers. Yeah.
Oh. It's a good idea.
I need to figure out how to open up my own line of coffee because that just goes good with the show, because it's coffee with the dead. So
I'm surprised. Yeah, you need to get on
We have
that.
mugs. We have many mugs. We have 4 different styles of mugs, but we need coffee to go in
coffee in the mugs. Come on now.
So coffee companies who want to sponsor me. I mean, hi.
Hello.
Thanks. Oh, Lion's going to bed. Okay, well, all right, well, very very good then. I'll be waiting for that surprise in the mail, and then I'll be questioning you as to how you figured out where to send it. Good night. Oh yeah, and tea. So we actually have this idea for an April Fool's episode to do tea with the living. Now I don't know the premise for the show yet, or which April Fool's this is going to happen on. Okay. But this has been at least in discussion for 2 years. Okay. So there's that.
That'll be fun.
Already an idea.
All right.
David is saying with spooky flavored names for the K-Cup pods. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Like Haunted Colombian.
Haunted Colombian.
That's
or
fine.
like all of 2020 has been April Fool's. Well, has it? I mean, it's been pretty real. I mean, it's not. Well, so okay, if it has all been an April Fool's, like that reveal, they're doing one heck of a build up. Okay.
Oh, and FYI, those murder hornets, I thought that was fake. I'll be honest, I thought that was fake until Chris's friend Gary showed me one that came into his garage. It was like dead.
No, they're like 3 inches long.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
I was like, and its stinger was like...
This stinger is like a good, like, probably inch itself.
Yeah.
They, though, do not kill humans. They are actually cicada killers.
Oh.
And they live in the ground.
Okay.
And they're just called murder hornets because 2020 is on this, like...
Killing streak?
Killing streak, yeah. It's just really on trend right now to have, various, pandemics going on with the large
actual
pandemic. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, there was a year when African killer bees, the black bees, they actually migrated over here to such a point where people were posting video of just black clouds.
Oh, God, no.
Now, and those actually would kill a human if you got stung.
Oh, yeah.
And we didn't have the antivenom or
whatever the antidote
the antidote for it. We didn't have that. So I don't know how they got rid of them or how that all turned out.
They just died.
I guess people, I mean...
It's not funny, guys.
No,
people die.
It's super serious. Yeah. But, like, yeah. So, anyway. David is saying, I mean, it has been that strange. Almost seems like something made up. Yeah, it has. Unless, like, you actually know somebody or you yourself have actually gotten sick and been diagnosed, positive for COVID, then I guess it's not really real to you, right? Like...
Yeah. If it doesn't happen to you, God forbid, it's like...
Like, how's your life been? My life has been telework and cats. I'm not bragging at all. Like, I totally, feel for people who have been affected, and, I reach out if I know you personally and you've been affected. Like, I reach out, but it's just me directly. Like, everyone under my roof, like, luckily has...
Thank God.
Our lives have been relatively normal. We didn't really socialize much before, so I don't mind things being closed.
No.
I don't know.
I found Instacart, which is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't even have to leave to go to the stores.
Yeah.
Because everything came to me.
I mean, I started doing HelloFresh.
Yeah.
So I don't do grocery shopping anymore. All my food just comes to me.
Amazing.
I'm pretty spoiled for there being a pandemic going on.
I know.
I feel
bad for saying that. I
feel like maybe we shouldn't be having this conversation.
No. Next topic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stink bugs, okay.
Stink bugs. They're gross. I want to know what that jumping bug was, though, that you saw earlier.
Yeah, it was so crazy. Like, no joke. It was like one of those, like...
Does anybody know a bug that makes a pop sound? Like, when it... Did it fly, or...
It like, popped and flew.
It was just, like, on the ground and then in the air.
Yeah.
And then gone.
Like, almost, like, it popped up, then its like thrusters came out and like just flew. Like it was standing still for like a second.
Like if a bug had a little jetpack.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, what does that? I don't know. I mean, I know a fair share of insects, but this, I don't know. And it had like a red oval in the middle of its back between its wings. Like,
yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's like rectangle-y shape, and it almost looks like an elongated, like, non-fat ladybug.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can picture that. So it's like a rectangle.
With
Like
like
a
this
little,
weird
like,
head.
Little, like, noodle shape.
Yeah.
Little
And it's like little
chow
scraggy
mein noodle
legs.
shaped little legs, and okay.
Yeah. It's weird. Honestly, since I've moved to Maryland, I've never seen so many weird bugs.
So yeah, we have the weirdest weather, especially like where we are in Maryland. We're like
Yeah.
in this huge valley. So all these strange like weather systems come through and don't affect us at all. But
Yeah.
they're like right on the perimeter cities. Like they'll literally be just like 10 miles away getting slammed, and we're just sitting here like, oh, it's really cloudy.
Meanwhile, in the Bermuda Triangle...
Meanwhile, yeah. Yeah, so, let's see, so Chris is saying coffee with the dead pandemic survival food pack.
That's a good idea.
I mean, by the time we actually got that out and into production, the world should hopefully, you know...
No, we'll be on our next pandemic.
Oh my god, we're gonna be on this rectangle bug pandemic next. That's gonna be bringing some, like... I don't know. Who knows what?
I mean, this thing is so big, it looked like if you hit it, it would hit you back.
I mean, like, was it like an inch long? Like
It was big. It was like this big.
That's not from here. That came on like a banana truck. Do you remember? It was like maybe
What?
10 years ago. It was like 10 years ago or something. Like these factories, right? The big like 16-wheelers. They were bringing in loads of bananas that had been imported,
Okay.
and they were having these giant banana spiders were coming.
Ugh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And they're only found like in the rainforest.
Is that why we have all those banana spiders like all around here
That's
now?
why we have banana spiders, and they are super venomous. Super venomous.
Gross. I told you I saw one like in my house.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah, and I just let it go in the laundry room because I was like, "That's your room now. I'm not."
Not
no,
good. Not
mm-mm.
good. Not good. So, banana trucks bringing these rectangle bugs now.
All right, so maybe
Yeah.
mango truck and
Mango
stuff,
truck.
like
Yeah.
produce. Let's just
Don't eat
generalize
fruit.
it.
That's it. There's gonna be a ban on fruit.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the next pandemic.
I mean, do you remember the other not pandemic, but the spinach
The
crisis
spinach recall.
that was going on? 'Cause
Yeah.
people were pooping in the fields, and then they were
And because they don't, even if you wash that off when you get it, it's absorbed. Like, I'm pretty sure spinach is kind of porous, right? Like, once it's been tainted, it's tainted.
Exactly.
There's no going back.
But I mean, if people survive that, then we should be able to survive this.
We should be able to survive a fruit shortage. Right?
Right.
Oh my gosh. So, they're saying non-fat ladybugs, the healthy option. I wouldn't eat them, but I know people who do. The insects, they got their own bit of nutrition in them. Like that guy who crashed in the mountains and he had to live off of insects. Do you remember that? He was like
Well, that's different.
that's a
though.
little different, but you can. It just shows.
Yeah.
It's-
I mean, he's not going to the supermarket and saying like, "Hey, let me pick up a pound of crickets." And
You
make
know,
a
in
sauté."
Taiwan they do.
Probably
They do.
they eat all kinds of stuff over there.
They just pick up a whole thing of like mealworms and they.
Ugh. Like Timon and Pumbaa, like
Timon and Pumbaa right there, yeah. And they put, they got, what was it? What kind of bug is it? Caterpillars? Or ants?
Okay.
In lollipops?
Why?
Because it's like a morbid little fun thing that people are like, oh, I bet you can't do that. And someone else is like, oh, yes, I can. You know? Oh, it's scorpions too. They do have scorpions.
I've
also.
seen that. It's like scorpion on a stick.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
like, why?
I'm like, the poor scorpion. Like, seriously.
Ugh. Yeah.
Yeah, and so, oh, Chris, did you retract a message?
Come on, Chris.
Oh, what's wrong there? What you gotta say?
Chris, come on.
Let's see. So he's saying, what kind of geometry nightmare is this? A flying rectangle? Romaine lettuce keeps trying to kill us.
That's true.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. Lady List says Instacart is great. It is. I think it was. Oh, and Chris is saying, think it was a spotted lantern. What did I tell you earlier? I said lantern fly. And you said, no, it didn't look like that. Oh, I got my vape. I'm driving my fiance's Jeep. I'm Chris. You don't know what you're talking about, Mary. Boy, I told you. Yeah, you kill those things on sight, though. They're an invasive species.
Okay.
So they came from
the banana truck.
They came off the banana truck. No, they came from, I think they either came from Japan or China.
Okay.
So, all these things coming from overseas that are not native to our land, that's screwing up our land. Mm-mm. And the lanternflies, they're actually killing all the crops. And usually it's the locusts who do that. But now we got these lanternflies. So if you see them, kill them on sight.
Chris can kill them on sight. I'll just run inside the house.
Yeah. Put your little bugs out in your yard for them.
No.
Let's see. Camel crickets? Camel crickets were not. No. I mean, I don't like those camel crickets, though. Those things look like alien-like.
Camel crickets?
Oh, my God. The camel crickets. They're like, they're huge. And they got, like, very wiry antenna. And they have, like, huge, like, spiry legs.
Oh, those are, okay. That's what those are.
But they have little bodies.
Yeah, they're like tiny.
They're all crawly.
Yeah,
all crawly. Yeah, yeah. But they actually do a lot of good. I mean, like, they are a great cleanup. Like, if you see them in your garage, just leave them alone.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're a great cleanup, you know. And if you see them in your house, if you can stomach it, like, scoop them up in a cup and just put them in your garage or outside or, you know, somewhere. But they're great
vacuum cleaner.
Oh, my God. No, you have had no luck with insects and vacuum cleaners. No more. You're just gonna call Chris. No. Yeah, David is saying, no to the insect lollipops. You know, I doubt you would taste the insect if it was small enough, though.
If I want a lollipop, I don't want a bug in my lollipop.
I want, like, cotton candy bubblegum.
Right? Exactly.
I don't want, like...
Where's the Tootsie Roll and Tootsie Pop? Come on.
I mean, you probably have, like, ants in your Tootsie Rolls.
Ugh.
Anyway. I mean, insects are a good source of nutrition, just FYI. But just know your bugs before you go chomping on them. Just saying. Yeah, Bones is like, no thank you. I'm ill here. Can we talk about something else? And then David says, please do the first 5 minutes of next week's show in that impression with zero explanation. No, I can't do that. We're only doing that because Chris is actually watching. we wouldn't actually, like, make fun of him, you know? Right. We're just doing it because he's watching. And because we're making fun of him a little bit.
No, we're not making fun of him.
No.
We're just retelling facts.
You're just retelling facts, and that's the best voice we can muster. And, yeah. Chris is a good guy. I mean, we wouldn't be able to mess with him if he wasn't in it.
Exactly.
Her fiance, hello, she's allowed to talk like that.
No, I don't want to be mean to him.
No, you're not being mean. I mean, no, we were just repeating the conversation in his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, we're gonna start wrapping up here. So if you guys have any other, like, comments or questions you want to throw in, go ahead. If you want to drop a comment and tell me, you know, what kind of content you're looking forward to, also that'd be cool. We are getting ready to start up a podcast network with the Werewolf Crew. So our official name was selected today.
Ooh.
We're going to be the Undead Media Network.
That sounds good.
Because not everything that we're going to be hosting is going to be a podcast necessarily, but it'll be all various forms of media. So, videos, pictures, DVPs, you know, some really cute doggies.
Aww.
You know, some stuff. So we will be Undead Media. Coffee with the Dead will be part of it. We're going to have Werewolf podcast.
I love that their name is Werewolf.
Isn't that so cute? Yeah, it's not Wolf. It's not Wolf. It is WOOF, like Woof Woof.
Woof Woof, right?
Yes,
okay.
yes, absolutely.
Adorable.
And then that is when we go out with the dogs and we do a paranormal investigation. So what happened like last Tuesday is the dogs went on their run with the bike. They did about, I think it was like 50 miles or so.
Wow.
For an entire day though. I mean, not just
like
they weren't just like going.
Yeah.
No, this was like off and on, you know, in the course of several hours. And they got to rest. I think the oldest dog on the team is 10 years old.
Really?
And still going.
Wow.
It's really impressive.
God bless them.
They got a great setup and they love their animals. They take really good care of them, you know, and they're just really, really friendly. Like, oh my God, so friendly and so foofy. Oh, gosh. So, we'll be out with them and the dogs get tuckered out and they're usually asleep when we investigate.
Oh, okay.
But if we go out there in daylight hours where it's easier to keep an eye on them and to kind of manage them, then they can obviously go, you know, they can go out with us, you know. And who knows, they might even, like, pick up something. You know, animals have that sense.
When their hair stands up and stuff.
And they might just, like, start barking at the air or something, you know. And then there is going to be the Wolf Driver. They're going to be doing a podcast, and that is just straight like the dog team and running the dogs. They have cameras on them, so you can actually watch the trail with them. So you actually like get to go on the run with them.
That's cool.
And then we are going to have a yet to be named, but still under the Werewolf group, historical podcast that is going to go through the history of the locations that we have investigated and the locations that we plan to investigate.
Okay.
So that you know the background of where we've been. And that'll pair up with the Werewolf Investigations podcast. Then we are having a...
oh my God, you should call it Where Did You Woof?
Oh, Where Did You Woof? Oh my God, I love it. Bill, if you're listening, did you hear that name? Love it. But then we're gonna have one with it's called Pet. I have to get the full name, but it's gonna be called Pet. It's a pet museum podcast. So Bill, who runs the whole Werewolf and Wolf Driver teams, he also used to have a pet store, be in that business, and so now there's a pet museum. That he also runs now, and he's going to do a podcast on that with his partner, with his pet business partner, and they are going. All 5 of these podcasts are going to go on once a week, so it's almost a show every day.
Oh wow, you guys will be busy.
Plus Coffee with the Dead, so really just one day off. So, obviously, I'm still doing my Coffee with the Dead. I'm not going away from that. And then I will be joining the Werewolf, the paranormal podcast with the doggos.
Nice.
So, I'll be on there to give, like, my reactions and input and stuff. So, we are starting to ramp up. We're starting to build all the social media pages. We're starting to get, like, our logos and, you know, get everyone on board with what's going on there. So, all you faithful fans out there will soon be getting invites to a new YouTube channel and many new Facebook pages. So, keep your eye out, and when you see anything werewolf related, you know, it's me.
When do you think they should, you know, be on the lookout for this? Next couple of weeks? Next month?
Oh, well, probably within the next, like, 2 weeks or so.
Okay.
But I'll definitely give you all a heads up, like, the Sunday before everything's gonna launch. I'm not exactly sure. We literally came up with this, like, today.
That's awesome, though.
So, but it's happening. So, yeah, so, you know, stuff. Expansion. Good.
And also, don't forget.
Nails. You know, if you guys want to just message.
Your nails done.
Yeah. If you guys want to just message me, or if you're just listening to this and you can't message me on Facebook, just go to Facebook and go to search the groups for Anne's Nails with a Z. So it's ANNESNAILZ. And you can message me on Facebook too. I am Para Ann Haunts because someone else already has my name.
What?
There's already a Para Ann out there. Very non-spooky. It's just a blonde woman who doesn't really post at all. Just almost has this just to like block me from using my full name.
I'd report her.
Alright, be like, excuse me, ma'am. Do you know that you are in copyright infringement? And do you know who I am? Do you know?
Do you know?
Let me tell you who I am, okay? No.
Also, would you like to buy some nails?
Also, by the way, I see you are a female and have fingers, so.
Might work.
You never know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I did find a group. I did find another Coffee with the Dead page.
Really?
Years ago.
Okay.
When I first made the Facebook page. And I actually messaged them and I was like, excuse me. Just so you know, you are using the name of a copyrighted business.
Cease and desist.
And I was like, you need to take your page down or change your name if you are going to be in the public domain.
Did they change it?
No! They wrote me back the most nasty mess. Because that's not a thing that matters. They could totally use that name. It was
Really?
okay because they weren't trying to copyright it.
Oh.
So they could just use it because they weren't trying to.
That's insane. What? Why? No.
I don't know. I don't know all the details. Like, this was very early on in my entrepreneurship, and I was just like on a roll of like, I am the only one, you know? So they were like, we're allowed to use whatever name we want. There can be multiple businesses with the same name and blah, 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 blah. It all just matters, like, what type of business you're classified as, and no. I'm like, I don't know, and I don't have enough information to know if you're right or wrong, so I'm just gonna delete this message and move on with my life.
Give him a thumbs up.
I'll be like, my initial email did not work, and that's, like, all the fire I got. That's all I got. I'm good. That's alright. Alright. You good. But they're like, some, like, bed and breakfast out, like, in the Midwest. And,
Alright.
no words. I don't know.
Sure.
Nothing. I don't know. I don't think there was anything to do with like ghosts either. It was very strange. I don't know. I don't know. So. Yeah. The other Parian will only show you one finger. Yeah.
But thumbs up.
Yeah. Just thumbs up. Let's see. So Chris is saying this has to happen again. Like the Office, woof. Then David says, "Who's afraid of Virginia, woof?" No, we're based out of Maryland, so it would be Who's Afraid of Maryland. But yeah, I get you.
That works.
Yeah. Gonna be so much fun content. Yeah, it is because
Dogs.
Because dogs. The other parent, yeah, only one finger. And hey, Jay, how's it going? So, yeah, so we're ramping up all the stuff with Werewolf, and Tuesday we are going out to investigate another mysterious, abandoned, and potentially haunted location.
Oh, fancy.
Now, I will note, you guys, one of the things that I preach hard on this show, and on Spirits Wake, and whenever I'm talking about, going out and doing investigations in the field, is the number one thing is make sure you have permission. Don't go trespassing. Don't break into places. Don't go after somebody has told you no. Like, be respectful of the land, and pay attention to the laws and follow them.
Right.
Like, this is a interesting hobby for sure, but it's not worth taking those kinds of risks.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going into, these... Oh, my Google turned on! Shut up, Google!
Shut up, Alexa.
So, you're going into these, very loosely explored locations.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're going into historical locations.
Right.
Where you need to be respectful, and you don't want to just go marching through like
you own the place,
like it's your place, you know. Someone owns the land, and somebody has cared enough to preserve whatever is on that land.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's even the abandoned structures that we find that are falling down and seemingly forgotten about.
Yeah.
That's on the city records. Like somebody knows that land exists. So somebody knows if you're allowed to be there or not. And if you can't find a point of contact to get permission from, then you should maybe reconsider that location or save it for daylight and just do a scouting trip out first to check it out. You don't want to go breaking any laws, okay? That's just my number one thing. Like, no trespassing, no breaking and entering. You don't want to be, we're not criminals. We don't need to do all that. Ghosts are everywhere. We don't need to go and be disrespectful just to find, like, I don't know, just to make a good episode or something. It's not about making a good episode. It's about the possibility of what if, and then finding out, like, trying to come together as a community and think about, how these paranormal phenomena is, like, how they happen and what really makes it such a thing, like,
mm-hmm.
why do these happen? Like, is it really just like some other part of our brain being accessed, or is it really that the dead are talking to us, or what's really going on?
Unexplained.
Right.
Yeah.
It's completely unexplained, and that's what it's all about, really. It's finding out why these things happen and what it all really is. It's not about trying to get cool points for going to, like, the creepiest looking locations or the locations with the bloodiest history, or being like, oh, this place was so hard to get to, or it's not about being able to brag. It's about learning and sharing what we learn as a community. So just don't be dumb if you're going out in the field. Okay? So now I said I'm going to an abandoned location on Tuesday, but we have permission. It's public land. It's already been checked out ahead of time. Like, we did all the preliminary work. We're not just picking a spot on random and going on a whim. Like, this is all very well planned.
Right.
And the people who, own that land know we're going to be there. Like, this is all very on the books. So, just keep that in mind. For those of you who go out and explore on your own. I wanted to also just recap one of the stories that I share most often on here from Ghost Hunters, actually, that show. In like the second season or so, there was a little girl who was a huge fan of Ghost Hunters, and she wanted to be a ghost hunter so badly. And she was 13 or 12 or 13, something like that.
Okay.
So, after watching an episode of Ghost Hunters, she decided she was going on her first investigation.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah. So, now during the daylight, she went out to where she knew there was an abandoned house behind her house. She had to, quite a ways behind her house.
Okay.
I think there's like a field between her house and the actual location. But, she opened the door to the house, and as it turned out, somebody was living in this rundown abandoned house, and he shot her square in the face with a shotgun.
Oh, that's terrible.
That is terrible, and that is a story that I share often because that's what happens if you just go poking around. Like, you're gonna get yourself into trouble, you're gonna get yourself hurt, and you might end up dead. So, always, there's so many resources nowadays with the internet. I mean,
yeah.
Or go to your town hall, look up city records.
Or pick up a phone. Call someone.
Call.
Yeah.
There's, like, really no excuse for saying, oh, well,
I didn't know
any better. Like, do your research. And if you really can't find any information out about a place, like, don't even go. Don't even worry about it. So, I just wanted to give that little disclaimer because, I said I'm going out to this abandoned location, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but we got all our paperwork in order ahead of time. Like, this was very well planned. So, let's see, we got David Christopher saying, I hope this location smells better than the last one. No sniffing the Brussels sprouts without permission. What are you talking about? I don't remember Brussels sprouts. Why do we always talk about food? We were just talking about fruit chucks, and now we're talking about rotten Brussels sprouts. When is Chris going to be on the show? Whenever he wants to be. He's more than welcome to come on the show. But he says he can be security. And he's more than welcome to be security. You can tag along.
He would like that.
Yeah. I mean, when we go out as Spirits Wake without the werewolf crew, we could use that. We could use somebody who's not participating in the investigation to kind of just, like, watch our perimeter for us. I mean, that would actually be super helpful.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
Safe.
Yeah. And even when we go out with the werewolf crew, kind of the same thing, because everyone who comes out now kind of already has their own job assigned, and none of them are security.
Maybe someone should be security.
Somebody probably should be security. But, I mean, we make enough light that it's, like...
Yeah.
Gonna be hard for us to miss something. But, yeah, that is... It's definitely, you got the job, Chris.
You're hired.
Yeah. Thumbs up. And then David saying, you talked about lots of bad smells at the last investigation. Oh my God. Okay, so this was 2 investigations ago. You're talking about the 𝕬𝕤𝕤𝕤 when we went up to, north of Reading. Oh. No. North of Reading is with Wolf.
Yeah.
This place was in... No, this place was on Schuylkill Valley Road.
Okay.
The 𝕬𝕤𝕤𝕤.
Yeah.
So, it was like a half hour closer than the place we went to with Wolf.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, yeah, the 𝕬𝕤𝕤𝕤, yeah. Yeah, and onions. But the onions were determined to be from the kitchen because the lady of the house was cooking pork.
Like that night she was cooking pork?
Like actually cooking, yes.
Oh, okay.
Like a human being down in the real physical kitchen. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And the cabbage smell, it was like a mix of like cabbage / like armpits. And then another person with us, Chris Geyser, another Chris, he said he smelled decay. Now, this all makes sense because later in the night we found out that hallway is where the original man of the house died.
Oh, that's freaky.
Yeah. So, that makes sense. But yeah, no more cabbage smell. The cave, the rail tunnel that we went to last Tuesday had no smell. Just smelled like the woods because we were in the woods. So, very good. No more foul smells.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of foul smells, like, do you ever, I don't know, if someone farted if they just ate, like, cabbage or something? Like, that's just toxic.
That is...
So, like, if you were smelling, like, cabbage like that, like, from 1800s or whatever,
can you imagine how foul that would be?
That would be disgusting.
How long that's been sitting in, like, their ghost bowels, just like, fermenting. Just waiting.
It's like, oh, here comes a human. I'm just gonna...
That's the haunting. It's just a repeating cabbage fart.
Well, that's one place I will not be going to.
But the summer kitchen was awesome. And it did not smell.
Okay.
Yes, ancient ghost gas. Oh, yes, and he remembers the professing, quote unquote, yeah. Mm-hmm. So it was also a brothel back in the day. It was there were 2 illegal businesses that were ran out of it.
Okay.
One was a brothel, and the other, it was the exhibitionaire. So they ran.
Wow. Okay.
They ran alcohol. So, yep.
Cool. There must have been all kinds of fun spirits and all kinds of craziness
there's this one girl there named Babe, and she's the one that we were talking to so much in the summer kitchen, I mean.
Okay.
And she was a dancer in the 20s.
Oh.
So she was fun, and she's super friendly.
Okay.
So if we stay downstairs, I think you'd be good. I don't think you'd want to go upstairs where it smells
where it's like cabbage farts.
Yeah, no cabbage farts.
All right, good.
We'll stay away from up there.
Good.
All right, guys. So we are going to wrap up now, but remember, please go over to the Patreon site. It's patreon.com/CWTD. Stands for Coffee with the Dead. Just easy to remember. And if you would like to support, it's a monthly contribution. You can pick the level that has the rewards that you're interested in. And, you can stick with it for like a month or 3 months or a full year, whatever you want, and then you can just cancel at any time and then restart again, like as your finances allow. Like, you're not locked in, so it's not like you sign up and then you're getting charged automatically. Like, you can manage that, okay? You can go in and manage when your payments come out, or if they do. But while you are subscribed, you get some really cool benefits from me. You get like the investigator journals, and you get EVP files uploaded. You get full investigation files uploaded, so you can kind of research it yourself and see if you pick up on anything. And there'll be some other fun stuff as more people join. Also, make sure you go over, follow me on the book face at Coffee with the Dead, so then you can keep up with this show. And also, when the werewolf pages start coming about and whatnot, you can easily follow those. And go to the Teespring store. Again, it's teespring.com/stores/Coffee with the Dead, and links to all of these are in show notes, so you don't have to try to rewind and write this down as I'm saying it or anything. Yeah. Wow, my lighting makes it look like I have braces. I just noticed that. You too.
We're gonna have nice straight teeth.
Little gray marks. That's so weird.
I only have the front ones, right here. You got the whole grill.
I got everything. Oh my god. We've been like that the whole show. If I keep my head tilted, it's... He could see it too. David was saying he thought that we got grills.
That's your other side hustle.
That's the other thing. You want some grills?
She'll get you some grills.
Hit me up. AnsGrills.net.
Buy one, get some nails.
Buy 3, get 1 with a free grill. Ghost girls. Oh yeah. Oh, that's cute. Like ghost girls.
Yeah,
That's really cute.
good job. Yeah.
Oh, that could be like a paranormal cooking show. Ghost grills.
We can grill stuff.
Mm.
All right.
Grill everything.
Yeah.
Grill some cabbage.
That's gonna stink so bad.
I know. Oh my god. Yeah, so anyway. Yeah, so check me out on Facebook, Coffee with the Dead, and you'll see links to everything that I got going on, all the werewolf stuff. In the show notes here for YouTube, you'll see links to the Teespring store, the Patreon store, and all the Bookface media accounts. And the Teespring store is also linked in the show notes. So definitely check those out. You can email me if you would like to be a guest on the show, or if you know somebody who would make a good guest. I like to interview kind of like experts in the field, or authors, or anyone kind of, in the professional spooky realm of life. So you can email me paraann@cwtd.co. That's PRAANNE. That's how you spell, right?
Good job.
Did I do it? At cwtd.co. And yeah. Oh, and my personal Facebook, which we already went over. So let me know what you want to see next. I got some ideas brewing. I think next week we're actually going to try to have Bill from Werewolf One to kind of talk some more details and do some reveals for what we have planned. So cue the jazz fingers. Misty jazz fingers. So, with that, I love the delay over here in the studio because it's seriously like 10 seconds later the frame like catches up. It's kind of trippy, but so anyway, my dad says bring Lauren back again. David says we need the dogs on the show. Woof. Well, yes, yes, yes. At least Artie.
Oh my god. Artie would.
We will not have a green screen.
Okay, yeah.
We'll have to go to your house where we have maybe
More
a bigger room.
Yeah.
Because he'll be so stressed traveling in a new environment and
Yeah.
having to deal with all of our cats here and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So we could bring the show over to your house one night with no green screen because Artie is he's so adorable, but he's not
lovable.
very spatially aware.
He's a big doof.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
Yeah, but he's
He's
the
mommy's
most lovable doof.
He is. He is. A little fluffer.
Yeah. Yeah, Siddiq says Artie would be so funny. He would, and we could probably get him to wear a costume.
Oh yeah.
We could have his birthday party on the show.
October 11th.
Woo!
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, you guys are giving me ideas already. But yeah, keep in touch. Definitely, if you're not already subscribed to this YouTube channel, subscribe. And, when we have the other channels started, obviously I'll give you the links to subscribe to those. And, yes, Artie's nickname is 𝕬𝕚𝕤𝕚. He can be the show's producer, so when we actually make credits, he can be credited in there. Indeed. So, thanks so much for watching, you guys. Keep the comments coming. Stay in touch. Send me a message on Facebook. There's also the Coffee with the Dead group and Spirits Wake group. You guys feel free to join that and keep up with everything that's going on and participate. I love the open conversation and kind of just like building the community of the like-minded folks and whatnot. And so it's all good. So, Sextrick Bill says, what about Riley? Well, Riley,
he needs to go to school to learn better manners. Once he gets better manners, then he can come on the show.
He's lovable and adorable, but he's also needs to go to school.
Yeah, he just needs to learn better manners. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's a good boy.
He is. He's mommy's baby.
He's a very good boy. Yeah. So, O'Reilly is part of security. Yeah, 100%. 100%. He is not, he's not co-host material. He will be guarding the perimeter with Daddy.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, Lauren is a great co-host, David says.
Aww,
they like you.
Well, thanks for having me on here.
I mean, we
fun.
pulled this together, like, spur of the moment. So, I mean, I think we managed to come up with some stuff to talk about pretty quickly there.
I know, right?
Yeah, how
It's
about
just
it?
a glimpse into our conversations.
How about it? Yeah. So, all right, guys. So, again, like, thanks so much for watching. I love all the feedback tonight, and keep it coming after the show. Like, you can message me or leave comments on the book face or here on this video. However you want to get a hold of me, email me, whatever. Just stay in touch, because I can't do the show without y'all. Duh. So, all right. Until next time, you guys, remember, the veil is thin.